Did you know say tomatoes ebetumi up to a height of 20 feet? Tomatoes can grow up to a height of 20 feet depending on a variety a wodua and say growing conditions a odema tomatoes. It looks as if say in our part of the world, talking about Ghana, in India tomatoes to grow up to its full potential. Now, if I see a nkɔmmɔ about nea ɛbɛma tomatoes apa ɛbɛtumi up to that kind of height no. Aha the farmer education but more than also subscribe to channel yi on YouTube at Farm with Samuel. Tomatoes can grow up to 20 feet depending on variety awudua and growing conditions odema tomatoes no. Yɛhwɛ yɛman yi mu a tomatoes ahodoɔ mmienu a yɛdua na wɔ Ghana ha sei ne deɛ dodoɔ a akuafoɔ dua paa no determinate one. The determinate tomatoes no we bɛka sɛ it's bushy anaasɛ it's very vegetative na ɛno no wodua within a short period of time you can harvest and then you'll be done with the work. So farmers choose to plant a determinate one because of climatic conditions nso a yɛwɔ in our various communities and or I say in our various regions within the country. Enti akuafoɔ choose to plant that one. So even the determinate one, if given good growing conditions, it can also grow up to a height of 5 feet. So for tomatoes to grow up to that height, either you trellis it and I say stake. It is a stake and I say trellis. You give the tomatoes the advantage of growing up to that height. So abema and also no up to its potential. And again, if you trellis or you stake tomatoes, you prevent it from diseases like early or late blight. Now, even if you do that, you have to also prune tomatoes. Who say if you have tomatoes, other leaves never was here. I was so prune. Utiti free on man, I say bubu free on man. I don't boa ama a disease any day and bow tomatoes. So that is mainly the kind of tomatoes that are Ghana, the determinate one. But in some parts of the country, they plant the interdeterminate one. The interdeterminate one, and not there, and a bit up to a height of 20 feet. Given that you provide those growing conditions, I don't mind up to that feet. In Accra and its environment, they do grow tomatoes mostly in greenhouses. And our greenhouses, you plant and then you trellis it. So when you trellis it, it gives the tomato the advantage of going up to that height. Looking at this video, you can see how viney it is and how long of a height it has grown up to. So these are the two types of tomatoes that is being grown, the determinate and then the interdeterminate one. So if you are giving the tomatoes all these kind of growing conditions, I'm not reaching its potential. But what I wanted to draw from this video is that all right, but we are not growing the tomatoes for it to reach its potential. If you are able to stake or trellis your tomatoes, you stand a chance of getting higher yields and then preventing some kind of diseases from your farm. And trellising and then staking is an important practice in tomato production. But I say, it's for a year on your large scale, 1 acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, 4 acres, 5 acres. A banner, or trellising, and I say, always staking a emano in the Emma Epiafo and yes, so it is a very difficult job for farmers. But I think if Epiafo shall say on their farms, but because tomatoes Epiafo, according to say travelers. It is hardly for you to see a tomato farmer growing on the same piece of land throughout the year. Ɔbɛdua wɔ ɛnɛ ɛwɔ particular area. Adeɛ bɛkye or during the minor season no, wohu sɛ ɔyɛ no wɔ ha bio. Ɔbɛkɔ another area akɔ akɔyɛ no. The following season no asan so aba back abɛyɛ no baabi a ɔyɛɛ the major season. So it's very difficult for them to do this practice on their field. Nti ama ɛyɛ wei sei no yɛ ayɛ den. So it is very uncommon to see tomatoes sticky or trellis mostly on our small scale farms. I will go for an example. And it's very hard for you, or it is very difficult. So be who Kenya was taking the tomatoes and also what trellis. But in greenhouses, tomatoes are being trellised or staked, and it grows up to a height of 20 feet, giving the variety where they are and also growing conditions are there. If we want our tomatoes to grow up to its potential, I believe these are some practices that the manner up to its potential. Remember, this is the voice that connects farming, climate awareness, and practical agricultural solutions for everyday farmers. My name is Samuel. Kindly join me. Let us plant today and harvest tomorrow. This is Farm with Samuel.